guys, welcome back to today's video. This is going to be a Q&A style video. If you are new here, my name is Valerie, in case you don't know me. Yeah, like I said, this is a Q&A. I haven't done, the last Q&A I did, I think, was with my husband in December, but I haven't done one of just me in like months. I was looking back and it's been quite a while. So I thought it would be fun to do this for you guys. Little tiny update for you guys. It's been 2 weeks today since Chip got his surgery and he's doing better. We actually went to the doctor today and they said that he can start putting weight on it very carefully. He has to keep his brace locked straight. He's not allowed to drive or walk regularly for another month. So that's kind of discouraging, but it is what it is, I guess, and we're just thankful to be this far into it, and thankfully his pain is way down. So anyway, we're just gonna get right into this Q&A here. I'm not gonna categorize these questions at all because I don't really feel like it. So the first question I'm gonna be answering is favorite thing to do as a couple, favorite way to relax, or favorite vacation spot. As far as vacation, we a lot of times go to Florida to hang out with his family, so that's where we kind of vacation a lot. And favorite way to relax, like if it's as a couple, we a lot of times enjoy like watching a movie together in the evening or something like that. If I want to just relax at home, I'll make some coffee, I'll sit down, maybe watch a movie, maybe read a book, something like that. It's pretty chill. This one says, what is your favorite season? I would probably have to say fall is my favorite season. I love the colors. I love when it gets kind of chilly, but still can be warm throughout the day some, and I just love the clothing, and I love the colors and the weather. It's my favorite. Then of course I would have to say summer. If I could get tan, I would probably say summer is my favorite, but since I can't really tan well, it's not a huge deal to me. And me and Chip are also just saying it's kind of funny, like sometimes it feels like you kind of go through seasons in your life. Like you go through a winter season, you go through a summer, spring, fall, and they're not always in the correct order, but right now it definitely feels like we are in winter. We've been in winter ever since Chip tore his ACL, honestly. It's been just a hard mental battle for kind of both of us, and it's been 3 months of like a really hardcore winter season, like blizzards. So yeah, we're just ready to get into our summer. How old are you? I am 22 years old. I turned 23 in October. There's not a lot to say about that one. Have you ever considered being a piano teacher for young girls? Well, if I would be a piano teacher, it'd be for boys or girls, but I don't know. I tried giving my 2 younger brothers piano lessons for about 6 months one time. It just didn't go great. I didn't enjoy it. Maybe it would be different if it was like not my siblings, but I'm just not really a teacher by nature, and I usually point them in another direction. Like if they ask me about teaching, I say I don't actually, but I know someone who does, or try to point them in another direction. I just haven't really felt that pull or the calling, I guess, if that's the word for it. So at this point, no. Where is your favorite place to shop for modest clothes? I would say my favorite place is if you're looking for quality pieces, there's a local boutique around here called Leaf and Linen. There's the Main Street Exchange. There's a lot of online boutiques, but a lot of them are so pricey. You end up paying quite a bit of money for modest clothing. So honestly, my biggest place would be thrift stores. And then I'll buy pieces here and there from a more expensive place if I want something that's going to last me years, say. How many hours do you work at your job? Right now, and I think someone else actually asked what job do I have if I do something other than YouTube. Yes, I actually work for my dad, the Ashley Country Store, and right now I'm only working Mondays and Thursdays, and I usually work 8 to 5, but it's pretty flexible, but those are the hours I usually work. I'm doing shipping and online website stuff, just back end of the website type of stuff. So that's what I do, and I actually really have been enjoying it. I used to work be out in the retail, out on the floor and stuff, and I just find that wears me down quite a bit. I don't really enjoy it. I've never really enjoyed working with the people as much, which sounds really mean, but it wasn't. Yeah, I don't mean it like that. I just would get so down, I guess, when I worked out in the retail for that. I don't know why it affected me like that. I just didn't feel like I thrived, but Somebody asks, do you guys ever see yourselves going overseas in missions? Well, I guess if we feel like that's what God is calling us to, then I would see myself. I wouldn't just say absolutely not, because I love that idea. But at this point in our married lives, we are not feeling that calling, and I'm not sure, like, maybe that'll change in the future. I would definitely be open to it if that's what we felt God wanted for us. So I guess only time will tell. And actually somebody else asked, do you ever see yourselves plan to travel to Cambodia? This is my dad's cousin's wife that said this. She actually lives in Cambodia, her and her family. She's got a YouTube channel as well. And if you want to just see what life in Cambodia is like as missionary, that's a really fun channel to check out. She's got 4 little boys. If I remember, I'll try to link her channel in the description box because I think you guys might enjoy it. If you could travel anywhere, where would you go? Honestly, I'd probably have to say Europe. A lot of you know we had a trip planned for this past September to go to Europe for 2 weeks with some friends, and it had to be canceled because of COVID, and it just didn't work well to reschedule with the whole group, so we just aren't going now, and that was the biggest disappointment to me. So I would have to say Europe for sure. I don't really know where in Europe, just Europe. When did you accept Christ as your Savior? I think I was 7. Obviously, when you're that young, you don't understand everything, but hi! And by the way, if you guys are wanting to see her haircut, this is what she looks like. Actually, somebody asked on here, why don't you think Sage is cute, like with her haircut? And if you know what she looked like before, the hair that she had was absolutely adorable. She's getting cuter to me, I think, but I'm just not a fan of long ears and everything else short. I think the grooming lady gave her a poodle cut. Like, no offense to anybody, but I'm just so not a fan of the poodle cut. So whenever we get her groomed again, which won't be for a long time because she's pretty short right now, but I will definitely make sure to tell them I want an even cut, and yeah, won't go this short again. Anyway, back to my other question. Yes, I was 7 years old when I became a Christian. Since then, I have rededicated my life once I was older and understood more about Christianity and where I stood and stuff. I rededicated my life when I was maybe 12 or something. This is the deep question. Have you ever struggled with being insecure? Yes, I definitely have. And I honestly think everyone, to some extent, I know not everyone struggles with this as much, but for sure girls, I feel like a lot of us struggle with feeling insecure, whether it's about how we look, our talents, just what we do in general, our ability to travel places, just anything you can feel insecure about. I've definitely felt insecure about how I look before. I would say that still can be an ongoing battle for me. It's kind of always been something I struggle with, is comparison, and social media is it's a world of comparison out there, and that's the side of Instagram and social media that I cannot stand. But also I'm like, I don't want to see someone's Instagram if all they're doing is posting the bad and like what's going wrong for them, and because that's extremely negative after a while, and I just can't handle that either. So I think I like the balance of being real in like your captions or something like that. Would you all ever adopt? This is another thing that I wouldn't just say no right off the bat, but I'm not gonna say like we feel like we're called to it. At this point, we just haven't felt that calling. If we would feel that, then absolutely we would, want to adopt. I used to always think when I was a kid, like before I ever dated or anything, like I definitely want to adopt. And now I find that my desire is more like I would love to have our own kids right now. But if Chip and I would feel like that's something God would want for us, absolutely, we would definitely do that. When will you make another cleaning video? Well, here's the truth. I haven't cleaned my house in literally so long. I am the worst at cleaning, especially since Chip has had surgery. I haven't done a bit of cleaning in 2 weeks. I'm just like, who feels like cleaning after you're taking care of all of his stuff, taking care of the dog who literally makes a mess every day, and I don't know. It's just, I have no motivation to clean after all the other things that are on my plate right now, and so I don't enjoy watching cleaning videos, and that's probably why I haven't made any content like that. I think I've only done one cleaning video. Maybe I'll do another one, I'm not sure, but it's just not my favorite style of video to watch or to make. Someone says, what are your goals for 2021? I'm actually not going to answer this question because I have a video dedicated to this question and I will link it up here for you. So if you want to answer the answer to that question, go check out that video. Did you deal with any criticism or judgment from people when you started your channel? No, I don't think I did. Not that I remember. Usually you remember that kind of stuff. I got a lot of positive feedback just overall from church people, from my family, and which I'm very thankful for. Everybody has seemingly been very supportive. If they have something negative to say or opinions they haven't told me, so which is kind of nice. But yeah, I felt very supported through it all. How is your church like? Somebody asks. Well, I know probably a majority of you guys that watch, maybe not majority, but I know quite a few of you guys that watch my channel are Mennonites, so probably quite a few of you know the answer to this, but we have instruments. We actually do we sing a cappella songs one Sunday a month, which I absolutely love. I wish we would do it 2 Sundays a month and have the other 2 Sundays with our instruments, and we use guitar and piano, bass guitar, electric guitar, violin, and we have a little cajon box drum. Our church is pretty big. We have about between 400 and 500 people that attend. Not all of those people are members, but yeah, I would say it's usually an average maybe 400. We don't sit segregated. The only thing that's segregated would be our Sunday school. The youth guys and youth girls have separate classes, and then men and women in general have a separate class based on their ages or stuff like that. I am in the young marrieds class. Chip is actually, or was actually, teaching Sunday school for a couple terms, and so he hasn't been to Sunday school in a while, actually sat in for Sunday school, but he hasn't really had a chance to go to Sunday school since his term is, since his term is up because of his ACL and everything, but hopefully we'll get back into it soon. This one's kind of funny. I'm just going to answer it. This one says, what is a baby girl and boy name you like? Well, I wouldn't actually say the ones I actually like because I would hope someday that we could use it. But honestly, I like the name Sage, but I could never really imagine actually naming my daughter that for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's pretty, but I just couldn't see myself naming my kid that. So we named our dog Sage. And honestly, I don't really have a boy name that I'm gonna share with you guys because there's only one that I like, or there's only a handful that I actually really like, so I'm not gonna really share them, but that's a girl name anyway. The last question I'm going to answer is best and worst part of having a YouTube channel. I would probably say the best part would be having just a group of people that, it sounds weird, but it's just kind of fun having that group of people to talk to. And you can ask for questions, or you can ask for advice. If anyone has tips, usually I get a lot of great tips when I ask for tips on certain subjects and stuff. And yeah, I would 100% just say all of you guys, because without you guys, I couldn't really have a YouTube channel. And it's fun interacting with everyone. I love reading the comments, and that's probably definitely the best part. I also really enjoy the actual creating aspect of it. I would say my favorite part of it is probably editing. I like to edit videos, and I enjoy making them too, but the editing is probably my favorite. And the worst part of having a YouTube channel, honestly, I would probably have to say when you get advice that you don't ask for. I don't mean that in a mean or negative way whatsoever. Very rarely do I get negative feedback, so I'm very appreciative to you guys for that, and just thankful for your support. Alright guys, I think that will call it a wrap for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little Q&A. Nothing too juicy today, but it was fun to video and answer your questions anyway. I always love reading all the questions, and just, it's really fun hearing from everybody. And I hope this gave you a little bit of a glimpse into my life and my interests and whatever. I feel like my posting schedule is a little bit off right now just because of everything going on, so I can't even promise that I'm going to be able to post like I normally do, so I'm not going to make any promises. So if I skip a week here or there, please understand, which I know you guys do. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all very soon next week on my video on Wednesday. Bye!